right, continue.
Gentlemen, I've done an experiment. You won't be able to guess what it is. Would you like to? You can have a couple of guesses.
Is it putting some like hair clip on the top of your head?
No, but that is important.
Why is that there?
It keeps poking my eye. I've got to get a haircut.
Why don't you just tie it back?
Why don't you just shave
like a man?
It's not long enough to tie in a bundle, so I just stole my missus' hair
a
clip.
bun.
He's going for that sumo look.
No, like if it's at eye length, and it just keeps poking me in the eye, so I can.
It's hair. How does it poke you in your... Why don't you just do like a little
Like that.
man bun? Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
He looks like... Is it your gym? No.
Thank you very much.
No, the one from Tekken.
Oh,
The
Paul.
old guy. No. The old guy.
Hitachi.
Is it Hitachi?
No.
He.
Old man Tekken. Hang on.
Like the main character in the first one, and then it's his son that basically becomes the main character.
Starts with a H.
Yeah. Heihachi?
Hihachi.
Yeah.
Hihachi Mishima.
I mean, he's bald, but for some reason he's got like the little...
Of course it does.
Hihachi Mishima, yeah.
I'll bet him. Anyway, gentlemen, I've done an
Moving
experiment.
along.
I've done an experiment. We'll take a couple of guesses if you want.
Something to do with your belly button?
I'm guessing
Not
you
directly.
posted some
No.
thing on social media through a new account or something
No.
to see the traction it would get.
No.
Because you said you did an experiment.
No.
You decided to freeball it.
Kind of, but not in the sense that you probably are talking about.
And that's today's episode of Train Spotters Podcast.
Please subscribe, share.
Share, follow, like. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Would you like to have a stab?
I'm not having a stab at anything. What is it?
I could go all day. I got the time. I like these games.
I'll give you 5.
Okay.
I have work to do today.
No, you don't.
5 is in guesses or 5 is in questions?
5 guesses.
So I can ask questions to try
You
and
can ask
ascertain-
questions.
Okay. Is it related to technology?
Yeah.
Is it related to social media?
Kind of. 50-50.
Is it related to Bitcoin with social media?
Yes, but only in a certain context. Not Bitcoin cryptocurrency.
NFTs?
No.
Okay.
There's 2 different things. One's crypto related. I'll just give you the hint because it's going to be too hard.
Why can't you just tell us?
One's crypto because it's fun.
Don't ruin my fun, man.
One's crypto related, and the crypto related interacts with that social media sort of thing.
Like those NFTs you were saying, like how...
Not NFT related.
Yeah, but like that crypto stuff you were saying, like how you could put something on there and then like a celebrity will show up at a party or something.
Okay.
Did you put yourself on like a crypto thing that you'll rock up at someone's party?
No.
Okay. No, give up.
I don't like that little smirk either. That's not good.
It's coming.
That's not good.
It's coming.
I give up.
This is a family-friendly podcast.
It's not.
It is?
Turn off right now if you got family around you.
I think after the orangutan story, I think the kids are already off.
The kids definitely need to be off. So
we're picking fruit off the ground at this point.
So how much was she charging for a rub and tug?
Indonesia?
Indonesia. I just find that hilarious because we're talking about premarital sex in Indonesia and then freaking whoring out orangutans.
Okay, come on, please.
Anyway.
Do you offer the happy ending? Oh, yeah.
Oh,
can you get to your story, man?
So I have been curious for a long time.
Here we go. There's that ever important word. Curious.
About how OnlyFans works, right? Because it's such a
Don't look at me.
widely discussed thing.
Did you create an OnlyFans?
Hang on. don't jump the gun.
I wanted to go there, but I thought, yeah, he'll say it. He'll tell us himself.
So, I've been curious, right? How it works, what it all means, the interactions and everything. So, what I did was I opened up a new bank account so my partner never finds out.
Okay.
And
can I just say something?
Yeah, sure.
Please?
Doesn't she listen to this?
No.
No.
At all?
She's smarter than that.
She'll listen to snippets that I'll show
She's
her.
missing out on quality content.
Yeah, I give her snippets. She loves it, but she won't she won't willingly
Have
just
you
turn it
shared
on.
that snippet of you basically comparing it to a domestic... Okay.
No.
That's my ace of spades over this man. You know what I was thinking?
The snippets is usually what he sends in the chat
Okay.
during editing.
Okay.
I was just thinking. I first entered a recording studio in 1997. That was my first experience as far as recording goes. In 2005, I started my diploma at SAE Institute, where I would, get my technical production qualifications. I'd study audio engineering and such, live recording, mastering, and all that. In 2009, I set up a media company with a few other people, and we did everything from commercials and animations and music videos and short films.
Getting me horny.
I was the audio producer in a lot of these, the engineer and the composer and all that. In 2016, started a podcast from humble beginnings, shifted around a bit. Then in 2019, I took over the mantle completely, renting the first studio and building it from the ground up. To 2022, I have this nice little spot with seemingly working equipment where I spend hours every week toiling over the audio, you know what I mean? Trying to get a wider audience, making marketing ideas and that sort of shit. And I sit here as you're about to tell us your story involving you and OnlyFans. And I think, is this what I worked so hard to do? To give you a platform to tell us about.
I think the question is, like what Alex and Simo were saying, I consider you as a success story there, Tim. You've got great experience in the industry.
Thousands of dollars invested, hours and hours and hours of sitting behind
Oh,
desks.
how the mighty have fallen.
Listen, you provide the platform, I provide the content, all right?
And here we are about to hear him tell us about content creation.
I
on the dark
guarantee you
web.
there are more people peeking to listen to what I'm about to say than any other episode. All right? Male and female included. For anyone curious about OnlyFans, this is the story. This is how it works. I was curious. Everyone's curious. So what I did was I opened a new bank account. This is the process, right?
Did you have to do the ID check for the bank account?
Yeah.
I did. I tried opening an OnlyFans account to give podcast content. Podcast content.
Oh, content?
Podcast
Right,
content.
right.
Because OnlyFans does have other subscribers.
Yeah,
It's not just
there's some stuff that isn't. Porn.
Yeah.
But yeah, I rushed through it, couldn't be bothered, and they just deemed it like just a joke account, as in like, this isn't
Yeah, because you
serious.
weren't naked on there. So, so the process was open a bank account, do the whatever checks, waited for the card to come a few days later, which is great. Card came, activated, and then I thought, okay, how do I get money into this account without...
You know what Andy is? He's now a card-carrying content creator.
I haven't said what I did yet.
He posted his nuts.
So
His feet.
transferred $500 of crypto into this bank account.
Now it gets more interesting. Crypto, not cash.
It's gone.
It had to be untraceable. So
Untraceable. He's admitted it had to be untraceable.
So you opened up a new bank account for your untraceable income.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I like this.
I want to know what. Okay, go.
So anyway, and then I got to the hunt, right? So I started hunting Twitter, typical like what's sort of trending and who's posting nudes and all that stuff, and trying to track down an OnlyFans account that I can kind of put some time into. So after some research, I found one that I was like, okay, I'll just give this a go. It's like a up and comer, not really.
I got a question. So
I'm just going to say, John actually raised his hand. Like he's in school.
were you looking to post content or get behind content? Subscribe?
I was looking to subscribe and see what actually goes on.
As an investor or as just a subscriber?
Just as an experiment.
Dude, it's literally just people selling their nudes.
To a degree.
Yeah.
To a degree. This is what this is what I was like, what the hell is this, right? Wait. Because before, I'm dying to give that punchline word of what I think it is, but I don't want to just drop it yet because I want to explain.
Vaudeville.
So...
Carry on.
So I did all that process, right? It took me a few days, almost a week to get it all up and running, from scratch so I don't get caught. Anyway.
Couldn't you just put some cash into your account and then just...
It comes up as OnlyFans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They very specifically tell you that at the start of registering an account.
All right.
You will be billed under OnlyFans on your
So
bank
don't make
account.
it easy.
Yeah, no, they don't. No.
At least the cable companies will put it down as whatever you want.
Even Men's Gallery will charge you under a different totally different
Gallery
name.
Men's.
If you get a receipt, if you get no. If you go to Men's Gallery, right, and just as an example, if you go to Men's Gallery and you get a receipt, like say for your entrance or whatever, or the drinks bill, it doesn't come up as Men's Gallery. It's got a totally different name. It's so nondescript, like just a random company.
Yeah.
And it's because so many businessmen go there for meetings with clientele or whatever. It's like, they're not necessarily buying dancers.
Johnson, we're closing this deal for $3 million.
Yeah, but they want to have drinks. So it's like, well, we just spent $1,000 worth of drinks at Men's Gallery, but we can't write it off on work. Well, yes, we can. It's a different company name.
Closing a deal while getting a lap dance. Brilliant.
Nevertheless.
Anyway, so I found one that I was like, okay, this is small enough that, it would be good to, like, get involved in. So subscribed, found the OnlyFans link, subscribed to it, and within the first few minutes, you get like an automated message, hey, thanks for subscribing to my channel, here's a free picture, get you started or whatever. It's pretty explicit. It's more like, here's jerk-off material, go for it. And I was like, interesting. And then...
They're not animated.
About 15 minutes later,
Not my thing.
I got another message from that person, and it said, hey, thanks so much for subscribing, means a lot to me, I'm just starting out.
That was a moderator.
Right. So... I thought it was a bot. I thought it was just an automated message on a timer. 15 minutes go by. I'm sitting there browsing, as of course I am. Sitting there browsing through the page. It was $12, I think, a month. Right? So that's what it cost initially for all the pictures and the videos.
Geez, that's almost that's a Spotify account, isn't it?
Dude, there are content, like OnlyFans content creators out there.
They set the price.
They're charging like $50 a month for a subscription. Then they're charging $10.
I know there's like tiers and stuff.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're tiers.
I've seen some videos where they explore like
that I didn't.
Tiers will start at like $10-15 bucks.
Yeah.
Some just say flat rate $50. Some say $20 and then anything additional, specific videos, personal videos. The amount of money that these people must be throwing at them to make that happen. Okay, look this way, yeah?
Wait. Let me finish this, and then we can delve into this, right? Because this is the shocking part to me. I didn't know about all that. I thought it was subscribe.
That $500 went overnight.
Oh, hang on.
He signed up to tier 1.
Don't jump to it.
See, I read into this because when I looked, this guy had suggested, starting a subscription-based podcasting, and my big thing was content. Like,
if you would do that, you'd have to be much
like
more regular.
consistent.
Us three get at least we get like 1.5 episodes out a month, like us three.
Yeah.
I'll get one of my own out, so it's 1.5 of my own. So then you're at 3. Typically, I would need at least 2 more guests consistently every week, as in over the next 2 weeks, to justify a subscription. So that's when I looked into OnlyFans, how the tiers and all that sort of work.
Right.
So that's why I know about this.
Right.
All right, continue.
Sure.
I don't pay for porn, mate. I never will.
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
Never.
I never will too.
Never have, never
Pornhub
will.
exists. Why would you?
You should see their faces right now, people. They're both saying that, but their eyes are saying otherwise.
The fingers are crossed behind the back.
I'll send you my account details of the OnlyFans.
I shall never tell a lie.
So, anyway, this person was sending messages, right? And I thought it was a bot. So every 15, 20 minutes, they were sending a message, and I thought, okay, it's just an automated message. And then they said, hey, are you there? Because it shows you when you're online. So they know when you're online, just sitting there browsing their pictures and stuff. So she sent a message saying, hey, are you there? And then I replied, and I said, oh, sorry, I thought it was a bot. And she starts interacting. And I was like, this is a weird experience. I just want to look at what your content is. I
just want to rub one out, man.
I just want to rub one out.
Stop talking to me. If I need help, I'll ask for it.
But what it was it was
just
so
browsing,
dude. It was so much more than just a conversation, right? Obviously, I didn't click that they were trying to sell themselves, right? They're basically salespeople at this point.
Yeah,
and I just assumed that it was a moderator. I didn't think it was the girl. So anyway,
hang on. I got to say this. Do you remember the movie The Distinguished Gentleman with Eddie Murphy, where he goes to Congress? He's a scam artist.
Yeah.
And he's running that Girls of Many Nations hotline, where it's like phone sex. And he gets a phone call. And it's like, how are you? Tell me, Paul, do you have MasterCard? Just on the first sentence. I'm picturing this guy. He's got his credit card details out ready to go. Go, sorry.
So she's asking questions like, hey, what's your name, blah, blah. I'm like, there's no way I'm giving you that. And then I just gave her like a nickname. She's like, oh, do you want me to call you
They
Daddy?
call me Big Stud.
And I'm like, Rusty.
And I was like, no, that's weird. I'm like, don't call Daddy. Like, that's just strange. I don't know who the hell wants that shit.
Just call me Cupcake.
I got into an argument with the stripper.
I did. That was the nickname.
I got into an argument with the stripper because she's asked me what my name was, so I gave her just a random name. She's like, that's not your real name. I go, well, your real name isn't whatever the hell you told me. It's just like, well, it won't be like that. Like, why you lied to me?
No, we started his relationship on false. Yeah,
Well, because the nickname that I used was Capt C.
yeah.
So Captain Cupcake, obviously. And she said, like, oh, she's like, do you want me to call you Daddy? And I was like, no, just call me Cupcake. And then she said, Babe. And I said, don't call me Babe. I don't like that either. If you want to use a nickname, call me Cuppy. Like, there's a short. Anyway, the bitch didn't listen. So.
And we've lost John. John's gone. That's gone. Oh.
So she kept trying to make conversation.
I just love how this is an experiment, and he's still so demanding of how he wants to be called. It's like, no, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Well, because I was trying to gather information as to like how it all works and what she's trying to get at, or what the person's trying to get at. So supposedly she starts asking questions like, hey, you know, what are you into and blah, blah, blah. Just like very light conversation. It wasn't like deep, weird shit. And then, like she sends pictures and she's like, do you like this sort of style and blah, blah. And I was still like, what the hell is she doing? Like, surely there's other things that, you know, go make content or whatever. And I thought, okay, it's not her, clearly.
You know, it could just be a bot.
Hang on.
Bots are
She was
really...
trying to customize content for you.
Right. So I said,
Look, she's starting. That's probably
after
why.
like an hour of back and forth, I said, like, no offense, I just don't believe this is you. Like, because she kept trying to sell that it's her. And I said, look, I just don't believe that it's you. So I get a video call on OnlyFans. And it's her. And she's like, what do you want me to say? Is there anything unique that you want me to say that can identify? And I'm like, well, just say Cuppy. Like, why would you have a pre-recorded message of that? So she said Cuppy. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, I'm like, I don't want to do any more video calls, so I hang up. And then, not that I was on the video call, just her. And then I was like, okay, this is really interesting now because, like, clearly she's working as a salesperson at this point, trying to sell the content to each person that subscribes, which blew my mind. Anyway, what happened afterwards was that as she's suggesting content, like, they'll drop a trailer, like a clip, a 1-minute clip that they've done, and then be like, hey, what did you think of that? And you'd be like, oh, it's cool. And then they link you the full video, and there's a nice price tag attached to and it didn't click. I didn't know that was the process of OnlyFans. That's how they make majority of the money. Like, one clip will be $60.
So you're already doing subscription, plus then you're buying stuff.
You're doing
as well.
subscription.
The bolt-ons.
And I didn't realize that you can specify what comes with that subscription. So some people will chat to you and some people won't. And so this girl, obviously, because she was a smaller content creator, then she was chatting to her fan base to try and sell more videos. And I would say that in a sense of 24-hour period, $500 gone.
What were you buying?
The videos.
Why?
Did you buy them?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was a part of the whole experience, right? So it would start with one video, you buy it, and you're like, okay, it's not bad. And then there's a price list. So there was no, like, tiers to it. It was just they have a price list on their page, and they say, like, do you want that, or this, or this, or this, or that, or that? Or do you want a custom video, and that, you know, this can include this, or this, and there's price tags with that. So it was such a weird experience. At the end of it, I basically, like, messaged her, and I said, look, you know, it's been nice knowing you, but this is basically like an online brothel at this point. You're selling porn of yourself, and you're making it so personal because you're talking to people that it's basically prostitution. It's a digital prostitution. And then I sort of cut it off there.
Well, they're sex workers.
Essentially.
No, but they are.
She's saying she's a model.
No. Hang on.
No,
But they're working the digital sex industry, yes.
So, yeah. Like, you go to OnlyFans knowing what the majority of it is, but it's also how they're selling themselves.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
their advertising. If they advertise themselves as a model,
I think there's a difference between like putting content in and leaving it there and then just keep making content, and then another whole section of interacting with your followers in a sexual way and then pushing more extra additional content at an additional cost onto these people. I mean, like, I would say good on her, but
It's
at
called
the same...
grifting. Okay,
Well, I suppose
it's
you can.
called
well, they had
making more money on suckers, basically.
probably about 2 months ago. They had the is it Louis Theroux?
Okay,
Yeah, they had him on, and he did a deep dive into OnlyFans as well.
okay. Look, if you check out, okay, I did a similar experiment, right? On my Instagram, on my personal account. Okay, I can't play percentages, but let's say 25% of the accounts I follow are my friends. 25% of the accounts I follow would be historical accounts and world news accounts. 25% of the accounts I follow may be, let's say, related to, what's it called?
Fat asses.
Yeah, right? That would have
What's
been the
the
last
proper
25.
word?
No, that would have been the last 25%. The next 25% would be like hip-hop news, music news, and artists that I follow.
PH.
And then the other 25% would be models and things like that, right? Because I don't have porn, I don't subscribe to anything.
Yeah.
That's literally just what comes up, right? I did another experiment because I'd read an article somewhere, I can't remember who it was, and he was either a photographer or a model. It was a male model. It was either a male model or a male porn star or an actor who was in that industry. And he basically said that OnlyFans and Instagram and all that is being killed by women who start as models, then claim to be models, or like even just raunchy models or whatever, like softcore models, but end up using those channels to promote their sex work, and that's like the loophole, right?
Yeah.
So they get them to OnlyFans,
Yeah.
they subscribe, then they start approaching him for personal services,
Right.
and that's where they screw
line,
it up.
yeah,
They blur
yeah.
the line between what a model is on Instagram
Yeah.
and what is a sex worker.
Yeah.
So that's why you see a lot of models just get cut down. You know, I'm not saying sex workers shouldn't have a place on social media like in that thing, just as long as it's regulated, age appropriate, all that sort of shit, right? Anyway, so I did a search. I looked at the models that I follow, because like a lot of them you would never know of, right? It's not like it's Claudia Schiffer or something.
Yeah.
Who incidentally I do follow. I'm like, yeah, what happened to Claudia Schiffer? After we talked about it, remember with the David Copperfield thing? I actually thought, like, what the hell happened to Claudia Schiffer? Like, she used to be huge in the 80s and 90s. Looked her up, and she has like a massive following online. But she's not one of these flashy celebrities, so you never hear about it.
Yeah.
So I started looking at all the models that seemingly that I follow on social media, and I just started light. I'd take their name, click in their link, and then see what they've got. And an OnlyFans link would come up. And I'm like, okay. Then I'll take their name and just search for it in Google or Twitter, and all of a sudden you got access to all their nudes. These are I had no idea. I've followed these accounts for a year or two. To me, it's just, it's some, Eastern European model. Like, who cares? But then you just do a quick, small search on Twitter and Google, bang, you got catalogs of her nudes.
Yeah.
I unfollowed so many accounts after that. Because like, that's too far. I didn't want that. I wasn't looking for that.
Tasteful. It's got to be tasteful.
No, but do you know what I mean? It just sours the product.
Yeah.
And then you realize it is actually a grift.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because, and here's some statistics. I'd looked this up then.
Well, that's what I was just going to say. This Louis Theroux thing, he's basically just interviewing an OnlyFans model, and it's essentially, he basically, like along the lines of what you're saying, it's pretty much confirmed it's a grift.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. Listen.
But,
Sorry, man.
go.
2022 statistics, right? OnlyFans has 314.7 million total visits worldwide by August 2022, right? Has 175 million users, 1.9 million content creators. Now, this is the important one. 77.36% of OnlyFans users are male, and the largest age group of OnlyFans users is 25 to 34 at 31%. People your age, slightly younger than us, represent a third of the users, and they're men. Men.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
I think, what we've been saying for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been watching heaps of those. I keep forgetting her name. She's a realist. She's like she's pro equality. I keep forgetting her name. She keeps getting demonetized on YouTube and TikTok and stuff. And she brings up these realistic arguments, conversations between feminists, neo-feminists, third-wave feminists, and like men. And she brought up something that was really important, I think. And I highlighted it, maybe even in a solo.
Oh, the podcast girl.
Yeah.
The blonde one.
Oh, I can't remember. I think she's redhead. I don't know. Anyway, when I remember her name, I'll find her again. She said that men, especially in 2022, men have a bigger trap to fall into in becoming alone and lonely, whereas women can choose to be alone but never lonely.
Yeah.
If they wanted companionship of any kind or interaction with another human being, they could just walk out the front door and put a thumb out and they could get it. Mm-hmm. Whereas men walk out the front door, put a thumb out and get arrested.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like that line has just gone now. Like it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And men have got a bigger chance of falling into the segue of like society and just falling into that crack. And then I found a quote which really spoke to me. Henry David Thoreau. Most men lead lives of quiet desperation, of being mediocre.
Yeah.
Because if they don't achieve the family thing, they don't achieve the business thing, they don't achieve the personal development thing, all compounds and they're left with nothing. So there's greater chance for men to literally be alone and lonely as opposed to women who choose to be alone.
Yeah.
They're never lonely because that's where society has pushed them to be.
There's always going to be a man for a woman, but there's not always going to be a woman for a man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So then you've got the 24 to 35-year-olds, 30% of them representing the TikTok, 70% of them, 30% of the 70% are in that age demographic where seemingly that's the formative years of going out, seeking companionship, growing your networks, personal relationships, all that shit.
Yeah.
Social structure. But they're feeling insulated, so they're flocking and spending 24 hours?
24 hours, yeah.
Yeah. There are guys that would literally spend their entire paycheck on
Mind
this.
you, I was aware of what I was doing. Most people would go on there and just be like, I'm here to spend money.
But that's
I'm not
my
even thinking
point.
about it. Yeah.
Man, I know guys.
Like, I held back, mind you. You know, she was dumping, to give you an idea, dumping videos at me, one after the other at one point. Conversation, dump. And I'd be like, I don't want that. No one's going to say that to her. People are going to buy her content. I was like, I'm not interested in that. I don't like this.
Dude.
I don't want that.
I went to a Bucks party the other week. Yeah? I went to a Bucks party. We ended up at the strippers inevitably, right? Because it just happens.
That's what happens.
And I'm the same at every single one. I get my drink. I stand at the bar, next to the bar, by one of the pillars, sort of out of the way. And I usually have a guy, like a mate of mine with me. And we just talk shit there.
Yeah.
Go back and forth between the bar. Hold my drink. I'm going to go take a piss. Yeah, sweet. Do you want to go for a smoke? Yeah, I'll come with you. And that's seemingly what happens every single time. I'm 38. I do not have any interest in spending money I don't have at the strippers, right? They're called rippers for a reason. Dude, the same hustle every single time. But you know what, man? 10 years ago when we used to go, I would take up my standard spot, right? And the thing is, strip joints have got really good music. It's always good tunes. I'm sitting there just on Shazam because it's always new stuff, right? I'm serious. It's got like booze and it's got good music.
Yeah.
And you're left alone. 10 years ago when I used to go, right, for like Buxers and things like that, I'd take my spot, girl would approach me, hey, how you doing, blah, 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 and I would make it outright obvious. Look, I go, you're wasting your time if you're trying to make money tonight. I suggest, and I'd make a joke, I'd go hit up those two guys. I go, they've been been buying dancers all night. Thanks for the tip.
I always did that as well.
And eventually, or I'd elbow him off to like a mate of mine, like, see him? I go, that's the boss. I go, we do whatever he says. So they'd go and hassle him. They think this guy's small time, like, forget it.
Yeah.
And a lot of them...
I'm the master.
I'm the man.
The fat pocket comment.
Right? And a lot of them would get a kick out of what I've said to them, and they'd fuck off, and then they'd come back like... Because I wouldn't have moved. I'd literally just have another drink.
Yeah.
And like, hey, you haven't gone, you haven't left. You go, nah. I go, how'd you go? Yeah, you were right. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, you were right about that guy.
Of course,
you know what I mean?
99% are there.
And you're Denzel Washington and an American gangster, aren't you?
Dude. And literally, I would sit, and a lot of them would come back and just chat because, like, oh man, I've had enough of tonight or whatever.
Yeah.
And we just talk, like random. Okay, cool. Fast forward 10 years.
Do you know what's funny? That point is that at some point, even those girls are just, they're at that limit of, I don't want to do any more sexual shit. I just want to chat to someone who's not here for sexual. And there's always going to be like maybe one guy there. Yeah. And if they find it, they would rather go there, not get the rest of the money for the night, and have a chat with a normal person.
I've had girls standing there talking to me for 45 minutes, and I've said to them, man, dude,
you're losing money.
You're losing money. Okay, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Go do your thing. Like, don't feel obligated. No, I can't be stuck.
Have you ever done it during a lap dance? Someone bought me a lap dance once, and I just started a conversation.
Yeah.
And she like literally stopped sat down and was like, "Yeah, I'm a uni student. I'm going to this place. I'm going to."
Yeah. I've heard those conversations.
I was like, I'd rather do this than have the lap dance at this point.
Fast forward 10 years. Yeah, we're going last week. Straight away. Hey, how are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. How are you doing? Yeah, good. How's your night going? I'd ask him how their night. Yeah, good. Whatever. It could be a whole lot better. I'm like, that's great, man. It's like, so we're going for a dance.
Very positive.
I'm like, not interested. I go, that guy's getting married. I go hassle him, you know? If anything, like, you know, like, what are you even here for? I've heard that. And I'm just like, are you serious? And we're talking like 20-year-old girls hitting me up in the first 10, 20 seconds of interaction. Hey, how are you? I'm good. How are you? I'm good. So you want to buy me a drink? No. Like, I haven't even bought myself a drink yet.
Yeah.
Well, you're no fun. I'm like, what do you mean, man? Like, I literally just walked in the door. I haven't even got my wallet out to buy a drink yet.
There's no greater put off, is there? Like, if you walk into anywhere, and it's not just strippers, if you walk into like Maya or David Jones or something, and you're looking at suit, pants, whatever, and they come up to you and you're like, can I help you with anything? No, I'm good. And they just stand there. Go away. Go away.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. I'm here because I'll choose to be here. You don't have to bother me. You want to make a sale? Great. There's other people here that are here for the strip. Like, you know, you're there for a drink, music, and friends. You're not always there for sex.
This is stuck in my mind. The most abrupt one that came up to me last weekend, who I after 10 seconds, I just got the attitude. I'm like, nah, I'm not tolerating this crap. And I've given her the heave-ho, and she's like rolled her eyes like, you know. She turned around. I've turned around to my mate, and he's like laughed. He's like, what happened? I go, nothing, man. I go, more of the same shit. And we've both turned, and she's walking off, and she's holding some dude's hand. Like, all it took me was turn, laugh at my mate, turn around, and she'd already had, like, snagged another clown.
Yeah.
And was going off for a dance. That's $50 for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
How much money, like, they'd be making? Especially if they're good at their grift.
That's $500 an hour.
Dude, that's not even a joke.
No, what is it? Is it?
No, well, because you're not going to go off for the side.
Is it?
It's $50 for 10 minutes, roughly.
Okay.
But you get guys that just keep throwing money and they just keep
during
extending
the dance
it.
as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I was thinking.
Dude, there are men that disappear for hours. Hours. The last one, because it was Saturday. That one, dude, there was a girl literally hanging around a dude the whole night. He was buying her drinks. She was a stripper, like she wasn't a girlfriend or anything. But they'd disappear every now and then. But she was hanging off his shoulder all night. That wouldn't have been cheap.
Yeah.
But these dudes, the 30% and the 70% are represented of the OnlyFans. They go, man. It's where they are now.
It's interesting you say it that way because I only went to the strippers in the like 10 to 15 year ago range, and they were nice. Like they're nice girls who are happy to have a chat or just waste a bit of time there. And even during lap dances, like we had bought one of our friends a lap dance. She literally, it was like $50 for 45 minutes or something like it was. Something,
back then it was
totally it was $25 for 45 minutes, something like that. And she brought like 3 other girls in. She took us all together instead of just the one guy. We went all to the back room, and I mean, it was no holds barred. It was crazy for that time. And then after that duration, they just like sat around and chat. You're like, if I walked into that situation where you're saying they just straight up to you, like within 10 seconds, they want to
tactile class, man.
Man, I'd get put off.
There was no soft.
It's a massive.
There was no soft sell. It was literally like, "Hi, how are you? My time's limited. Let's go." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not interested." And I just kept saying, "I'm not interested." Like, you wait, like I'm not interested.
They would be more likely to get a lap dance from me if they sat for 2 minutes and had a proper conversation. I'd be like, "This is kind of attractive."
I'm not asking to be wined and dined. I'm just saying,
no, but
the change in atmosphere.
Yeah.
When you don't go, man, you don't go. You know, when was the last time I went to a Bucks before, like last week? I don't remember the last time I went to a Bucks. Or go to the strippers. Most of the time we don't even go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go. I've done it.
Yeah.
It costs money, man.
Yeah, it's shit.
It's not cheap.
No.
I'm just making the point. There are men out there that literally go every 2 days.
Oh, regulars. Yeah, they're regulars.
And they spend hundreds of dollars.
G'day,
man.
John. Not to...
It's just a John.
G'day, John.
Do you know what I mean?
You regular?
Is that where these dudes are that are spending hundreds of dollars on OnlyFans?
Look, if you're paying for a subscription, you're obviously committing. You're soft locking yourself into a commitment for X amount of time. You know that every month your bank account's going to be deducted, and you're happy with that. So any content along the way is the lap dance. You're just subscribing to the strip joint on OnlyFans, and the content along the way is the lap dance.
Do you think it's
same shit?
Do you think it's because it's less effort involved, or no effort involved at all?
Oh, look, undoubtedly,
it's on tap.
It's on tap. It's like
tap.
a fake interest.
But it's such a personal connection that some of these girls are doing. Like the one that I was talking to, it was so personal because it's a private chat. There's not a bunch of dudes and other girls around me. It's a one-on-one conversation where she's like, I will literally video call you to prove that I'm real, and then you can tell me all your desires and sexual fantasies. Not that I fucking did, but that's the environment they build. And she's probably talking to 100 other people in the DMs.
Oh, 100%.
And as soon as they light up, she replies, whatever. But I can't imagine how much money she would have made for a tiny. She had only like a couple of thousand followers.
It's interesting because I was watching a video on YouTube, and they were saying like a lot of the average OnlyFans model only makes like $200 a month.
It depends. You can have
the average, so
you
not the
can
one
be an OnlyFans model
and not make anything.
Yeah, if you don't have this, you need to hustle and get subscribers.
Yeah, so like you're not putting yourself on social media. Because from what I understand as well, it's not like you can just go to OnlyFans and just type the name you want to find or whatever. You have to know the tag,
the search engine.
They've got a recommended page.
Yeah, but say like I want to go find Cupcake.
Yeah.
I can't just type cupcake and it pops up.
No, you need to find them on Twitter or on Instagram, which is what I assumed you had to do, and that's what I did. And most of them have a linked link tree, which is you. They have all the...
Most people got a LinkedIn.
Professional OnlyFans model. No, they have a link tree with all their links, and usually the top ones are their OnlyFans links. Okay.
Yeah, there's Fansly, OnlyFans.
Yeah, Fansly, all that shit.
What's the other one? There's another big subscribe one. It was like the first one.
No, I don't remember.
There's like another one. Fansly's the one that came out after OnlyFans said that they were going to get rid of all sex work.
Yeah.
But that's a problem.
No, wasn't it OnlyFans that said they were getting rid of that?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Then they reversed it.
Yeah. Of course.
See, that's where these models need to get on social media to promote their sex work, but you can't promote sex work on social media.
Yeah.
So
but the hilarious thing was when they did say we're going to be cancelling all sex work on OnlyFans, how many of them in droves came out and said, I have nothing else to do?
Yeah. All the Macca's memes came up.
Yeah,
all the Macca's hats.
Macca's.
And they're in the bikini with the Macca's hat.
Yeah.
Dude, they're rebooting Neighbours.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah.
Dude, what's her name? The one that's married to... What's the actor's name? He plays Dr. Carl Kennedy. I don't know his real name.
No, you know more about it than us.
I don't know. I keep forgetting his
100%.
name. Everyone knows him as Dr. Carl, right? Oh. Dude, his wife is one of the presenters on Channel 10 or whatever.
She on OnlyFans?
No.
Woo! I've got about $10 left.
I think the Trainspotters account was following him.
It's an $11 subscription.
Damn!
She put up something about...
Sell some crypto.
So glad, so happy that Neighbours is coming back in new form, blah, blah, blah. I felt like commenting and just saying, was it that hard for your husband to find a fucking job? Was he like that hard to just get out and get a job?
Good on him. They get another chance. Why not?
What? Are you for real?
Yeah. Well, I got to tear people's dreams down, Dim. Why?
I'm going to fucking punch you in the face.
If you're expending that much energy to hate something, you got to find something else to do,
Dude, I cannot stand
Look,
it.
some degree, I agree with him that
if you don't watch it, why do you care?
I've gotten to the point where I don't.
Did you want to watch something else at that 7 o'clock?
Do you know why I care? And I've said this before.
Because other younger people don't get a chance to come up.
Because the Australian media circus is just an echo chamber of crap where they just keep resuscitating and reusing the same faces rather than invest organically into actual talent.
I feel the same way about Hollywood.
The talent go overseas, though.
But they
it's the same as
they inevitably do. No, but see, they can't. Talent will go overseas if they get noticed. Unless you're Margot Robbie, who was on Neighbours and just happens to be gorgeous and got her break based on that.
That was hilarious. I can't remember what I was listening to, though. Oh, was it in the last one? Yeah, the one with Alex and Simo. And you're talking about how Margot Robbie went to Hollywood. And like, how'd she get her break? And I'm thinking to myself, I think we all know how she got her break.
We know how she got her break. But the point is you need to make a noise in your backyard before you make a noise overseas.
Yeah.
But they just invest in absolute idiots.
Well, it's the same as like in the soccer, Australian soccer. All the good talent goes overseas to Europe.
Yeah.
Like, it's just how it is.
That's where the money is.
Yeah.
Have you seen the latest 2 movies coming out for Christmas?
Sorry, just quickly, sorry. More people would rather go and risk working a part-time job as a waiter in Hollywood to try and get their big break.
I agree.
Than stay here and work the grind and
the
get
reason
nowhere.
why it's like that is because idiots like Ryan Maloney have been on TV for 40 years.
Why do you hate him so much, Tim? What does he
Because
got to
he's never
you?
done anything else in his entire life.
Why do you care? Did he kill your cat or something?
Dude, there are actors, that started on Neighbours, went to Home and Away, then went on Blue Heelers, then went on Water Rats, then went on every other show, and eventually ended up with big parts in Hollywood. There are actors that have done that, right?
That's all right.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Maloney's never done anything.
But that's what all he was capable of. He was doing his best. Why you got to hate his best?
Because his best got him to the fucking, what's it called?
Aria.
ARIA Awards? No, the Logies.
Oh, the Logies, yeah.
Yeah? And then he started stinking up that he didn't get his flowers because, it's like, are you for real, mate? Pull your head out of your ass.
Well, he's a lovable little toady. We all know him from when he was a child. He grew up on the show. He got married. He went through trials.
We're talking about
He
the
lost
curly
his-
haired guy.
He seems to know the whole story. I don't know it.
I've caught glimpses and context over the years.
Tries to throw me under the bus, the scumbag. All right, no worries.
You know, give him his due. Give him some flowers and shut him up. Like,
Never.
what's the big deal?
Never. I can't wait for the day I run into him at a pub.
Well, you know what you do?
And I just
You're
say,
gonna
mate,
buy-
run
you're
into
gonna
him
buy
at a pub.
You're going to
you need
buy...
to move your car, mate. It's blocking me in.
Do you know who
He's
I
going to buy
am?
him he's going to buy him a pint, but he's going to get him that low carb beer.
Oh, the pure,
You know what
pure
you got
blondes.
to do? Yeah, you know what you got to do then. If you want to fix the system, you got to work your way up it, pretend you're one of them, and then when you finally get to the top, you burn it all down.
You break it.
You pretend.
You
Do
break and rebuild.
Yes, you do KGB styles. You pretend you're one of them.
Similar like that scene in Once We're Warriors when he confronts his son in the pub. He's like, bartender, 6 milkshakes, eh? Easy on the ice cream.
Dim working his way up to the top. All right, guys, we're going to get it all done. We're going to smash through it. Gets to the top. Okay, let me tell you how it's going to go from
Gets
here.
to the top and there's an animatronic Bert Newton
Get
there.
deal.
No.
God, did he die this year or last year?
This year, wasn't it? The start of the year?
Was it this
Started
year?
this year.
We lost Warney and Bert Newton the same year?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus. I got to ask, is this our Christmas episode, by the way?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, I think we can squeeze one in.
I
It
definitely
might
think-
not be at Christmas, but
Yeah.
before New Year.
We can
We're gonna-
release it at
We'll
Christmas.
get one done before
Well,
December
look.
31st.
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
Christmas this year falls like on the weekend into the Monday, Tuesday. We can try and squeeze it in around then, like Monday, Tuesday,
Hang on, just let me have a look at this
Wednesday,
calendar.
whatever. You can come in during the day if you want.
Hang on, before you get ahead of yourself. Just wait. Hang on. My calendar. Oh, yeah.
Is it calendar?
Nah, it's flat out this year, man. I've got like 2 Christmas parties this week alone.
You got to wrap one around from the bottom up.
I think the weight of the tape is actually holding it down quite a bit. Are we back?
Yeah.
So the 2 highlight Christmas movies of this year. Have you seen?
What highlight Christmas movies?
No. What?
No?
No.
So one of them is Evil Grinch.
Oh, wait, hang on. These new movies.
Yeah.
You can't do new Christmas movies, man.
Evil Grinch, which is basically a parody horror of The Grinch. Looks ridiculous.
It looks ridiculous.
And something even more ridiculous is Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, I saw the poster for that. Isn't that based on a true story?
A bear with cocaine.
A bear ate like a box of cocaine.
Why does that story sound familiar?
Because apparently it's based on a true story.
And it's a Christmas movie.
How is that a Christmas movie, Malaka?
Is that based on
I
Christmas?
don't know. Don't asking me. Ask the producers. The
They come
spastics.
across very aggressive.
Wait, hang on. So we're doing a Christmas episode now, or we're doing it post-Christmas?
Oh, no, I'm just bringing up the movies. I just saw them. No, we're doing
We
it
have to be
post-Christmas.
inclusive.
No.
Then. It's not a Christmas episode.
Wait,
It's a-
post-Christmas?
Kwanzaa.
It's an end of year.
Celebration.
It's a
Celebratory.
seasonal greetings episode.
Unless you want to do Christmas. This is the
We have to
Christmas
be
episode.
inclusive.
And then do New Year's
For our non-Christmas people.
Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. What else? I don't know. But Kwanzaa was made up, wasn't it? No, it is. I'm pretty sure Kwanzaa was literally a made-up holiday. Like, they
Probably
just created
is.
it.
I think it is.
It wasn't based on anything other than, like, cultural sort of elements and stuff. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
Last Christmas, we weren't in lockdown. We'd come out.
No.
We're out of the closet by then, yeah.
2020, we were in lockdown.
Mm-hmm. Back in.
Were we in lockdown during Easter last year?
Yeah. I think we were.
I think it was during the on-off period, but it was on.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, you're in lockdown, not in lockdown, in lockdown.
That feels like so long ago.
Yeah,
It does, yeah.
crazy.
The
how
waves
fast-
Even this year, even though it's gone quick, it feels like it's taken forever this year. Even though it's gone very fast.
Yeah.
How can that be?
It just feels like the years dragged on, but
How can that be?
I don't know. How can that be, Pappy?
How can that be, Pappy? You liked it, when I sent it to you on the WhatsApp. Now, hang on. The year feels like it's dragged, but it's gone very quickly.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
No, it doesn't. Of course it makes sense.
No, it does. Yeah. No, it doesn't.
I think there's two perspectives. One, you're living in either a slow or fast period, and then
past,
reflecting
man.
on the slow or fast period.
Yes, thank you.
So for me, it's felt like it's gone very slow during the year. Reflecting now, it's gone very quick. I haven't done, like, I started working that new job at the start of this year.
January feels like a year ago.
I haven't, dude, I feel like I've done nothing all year. I feel like I've done absolutely nothing all year. It's gone in a click. You're an idiot.
Dad jokes or dad jokes, seriously. A year ago. Oh, man.
You're such a dickhead.
The guide to how to dad jokes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I can't be stuffed. Everything's getting expensive.
Yeah.
What's that got to do with time?
Because everything's just getting expensive. Dude, I went and did groceries the other day. The last month, I've done groceries like 2-3 times. Like, I was in a proper shop because I've just been flat out. Like, just flat out. I've gotten 2 to 2.5, 3 bags of groceries each time. $84 each time.
Yeah.
Staples. We're talking staples.
You got to shop on sale, man.
When would you like me to go?
Online. Get online. I get all my shit online.
What's your staples? What do you get for staples?
Oh, you know, bread, milk, pots and pans, pantyhose, kitty litter.
Well,
How
look,
much are you paying for these pantyhose?
Hang on a second. If you stop putting the pantyhose over your head,
They won't rip, so you don't need them as often.
exactly.
You assume I'm robbing people.
I never said
Not
robbing.
necessarily.
I never said robbing. I never said robbing.
You know what the funniest thing is?
He's buying them,
Oi.
handing them out, like putting them on other people's clotheslines,
Get
get them
this.
to wear it once, then he quickly sneaks in, robs them, and then you put it over your head.
Yeah. Hey, there's a big ass mosquito in here.
2009. Don't be distracted by this mosquito. 2009.
mosquito.
You might remember this, man. Do you remember when I did that ad for Doritos?
No.
You don't remember it?
No. When'd you do an ad for Doritos?
It wasn't an ad, as in for Doritos itself. It was a competition for create the best Doritos ad.
No.
So we had a premise where I played the role of... What are you doing?
He's having a whiff.
Okay. I played the premise of the...
Everything in my peripheral. Your feet, your hands, your whiff.
Can I just get to the end of this?
No. By the way, where's my song?
What song?
The music for the game.
I could give a fuck about your music.
Just give him a copy
I've
of
got paying clients. I got to worry about
I'm
you.
going to get him on the mic later. Just be like, do, 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 do.
And here's Andy coming to us with an original song. Copyright infringement 2 weeks later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I get to the end of this?
I mean, if you try, you will.
If you
Thank
really
you.
power through it, yeah.
So pantyhose, go on.
Pantyhose. We're doing an
Mind
ad.
you, if you go late at night to the supermarket, you can score yourself some pretty good
Yeah.
protein deals. I always go after 9 p.m. between that sweet spot, 9 and 10, and they've marked down like by 60, 70% on the meat that they need to get rid of in the next couple
It's
of days.
green. It's walking out of the packet.
No, it's not. It's good, man.
It's rumbling.
I bought a whole chicken that was $17. I bought it for $6. And it was perfect.
It was so perfectly it started clucking.
Even better.
It's this reanimated corpse through the deli.
Just got up and slapped another chicken.
Where's Andy? He's chasing the chicken down the aisle. What? No. The ad that we did was for a competition for Doritos. Like, you just had to present the
I thought we were
best
talking
Doritos
about
ad.
groceries.
Yes.
I thought you said Cheetos.
And I said something about pantyhose. And I said something
You
about
really
putting
can't
it
like
on.
these pantyhose. Do you get the sheer ones, or do you like the black, or what colour is your preference?
How thick do you go?
Yeah.
Can you stop scratching your leg while you're saying And John's gone again. No. We're doing the shoot, right? And I was playing the role of a robber. And we did this. The set was at a
Wait,
mate's.
Doritos are filming this?
No, we filmed it for a.
Do you still have this ad?
Yeah, it's probably on YouTube, to be honest.
Pull it up.
I can't be bothered right now.
It's probably set to private.
Yeah.
Okay. It was for a competition. You just had to do the best Doritos ad.
Right.
We just formed our media company, so this was like the first test shoot as a group, as a collective. We were filming it at a mate's.
How many people are you?
unit. I'm trying to explain to you.
No, how many people in your
In
group?
the collective then,
Yeah.
it was between 6 to 8.
That's pretty good size.
This is 2009, man.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yes, I was like 24. Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, so I was playing a robber who essentially breaks into a unit, picks up like a TV or whatever, like to score it, and as he's about to walk off, he spots like a pack of Doritos, and then next shot is of me sitting on the couch, like eating while watching TV. Lights hit the window, look up, there's two cops sitting there, like cross their arms, like, you know, what are you doing? And then I quickly try and eat some as they like try to apprehend me.
That's all right.
Yeah, and then you
Oh,
get,
so
like,
this is part of the thing.
yeah, like that's the whole joke. That like they're so good, like, you know, you'd get arrested for them, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're worth it. That was the whole point. That was the tagline for Doritos.
Because you're worth it. Isn't that Pantene?
No, it's because they're worth it.
Oh,
That's all.
right.
Anyway, so I'm dressed as a robber. So I'm wearing like black jeans, black hoodie, like gloves, boots, you know, all that shit. I've left like a bit of stubble, but I realised we don't have pantyhose like for the robber. So I've gone to 7-Eleven.
How does this keep coming back?
Because that's why I brought it up.
He brought it up.
No, I brought it up.
Pantyhose, he brought up.
I brought it up. I said it was something that I buy every week as a staple.
I'm pretty sure you brought... Anyway.
I said it.
And that's when he discovered he had a love for curvy pantyhose.
The funniest thing ever was me standing in the 7-Eleven in Clayton, dressed in all black, carrying a bat. I had like a Jimmy bar or something.
Yeah.
I just happened to be holding it.
Yeah, give me one of those.
And I'm asking the guy behind the counter. I've asked the guy behind the counter, hey, mate, do you have pantyhose? And he's just looking at me like, what? I'm wearing like black, man.
Did you have the beanie as well?
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I looked like I was about to go do a job. And he just looked at me like, what? I'm like, yeah, thanks, man. It was fucked
I can
up.
just picture him holding a crowbar, pointing at items. Give me that one over there. And that one. Yeah.
Anyway, my point was
Just another day in Clayton.
staples, yeah?
Bread. His point was pantyhose are expensive.
Bread, milk, tomatoes, cucumbers, cereal, maybe
Eggplant.
some...
Are you getting a big box of cereal or just a smaller box?
Big.
Oh, okay.
What cereal are you buying at the time?
It depends on what I'm buying. Last two shops have been cornflakes and Cheerios.
What do you justify as worthy as for a big box versus a small box? What kind of cereal are we talking?
This is where the break is going to be. This is where the madness begins.
I'm just asking a question.
Nutri-Grain.
Big box.
Oh, you got to go big with the Nutri-Grain.
It's gone in 3 days. I mean, just a splash of milk.
depending on how much I know. Now Andy's gone.
Starts bleeding from the mouth.
Why do I invite you people? Why?
Oh man.
Why do I invite you people?
Don't spoil our fun.
Wait, so was this a Christmas episode or we're coming back before Christmas?
Yeah, I was just talking about... No,
I think we were looking at after.
It would have to be after Boxing Day.
Oh, after Boxing Day.
So
okay.
27th, 28th, 29th, or 30th.
Oh, easy, yeah.
Well, because Boxing Day
Assuming he's
Sunday,
gone on holidays. Yeah.
No, I probably won't go away. But Sunday is
lucky story.
Boxing Day.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
So it carries over to Monday, Tuesday.
Hang on. Calm down.
Oh, no. Christmas Day is Sunday.
Stop hyperventilating.
Boxing is...
Christmas Day is Sunday.
There we go.
Boxing Day is a Monday.
Yeah.
And then we get Tuesday off as well.
Yeah.
So it could be one of them.
Yeah, even the Wednesday... Oh, yeah, well, no, that doesn't carry, does it?
Oh, the 26th is Proclamation Day in South Australia.
Oh, people are getting checked?
I don't know. What's Proclamation Day?
Something was proclaimed.
Oh, I thought it was... Oh, right, yeah.
You're thinking of proctologist?
Yeah.
No. Anyway...
Staples?
What
Staples.
quantifies a big box of cereal?
Yeah.
How quickly I know I'm going to get sick of it.
So, examples?
Small box of...
Crunchy Nut.
No. Yeah, it's because it's too sweet.
It's too sweet.
Yeah.
Small box of Carmen's.
Fruit Loops. Carmen's only comes in a small box, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the ultimate grift. You're going to buy them and throw them out.
Yeah.
Literally. You literally buy them, rip the box open, then put them right in the bin.
I would get a big box if they did it.
Grab the Nutri-Grain. You feel healthy.
That should be a meme on the internet. The appropriate way to eat Carmen's muesli. 1, obtain the box. 2, open it. 3, put it in the bin.
Get the Nutri-Grain out.
And swap it for a more delicious cereal. No.
I would eat a big box of the other one. The one that you said like that was like
Bran flakes?
No, the healthy one, but it's like the clusters. It's got a dude's name. And it's like it comes with almonds, I think, and then there's another. It's like oat clusters, I think it is.
Okay.
How's that a dude's name?
The brand,
Mr. Clusters.
Mr. Clusters.
Oat Clusters.
And then another one is like with berries,
Yeah.
but I can't remember what its name is.
I know Sanitarium does them.
I know which one you're talking
It's
about.
a white box.
Yeah, hang on.
They're normally like $8
yeah.
$10 for a small box.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I know which one it is. Hang on.
They're really nice. I like those, especially the berry ones.
Jordans.
Jordans, that's it. Yeah,
They're nice. If that was a big box, I'd get it, but they're small boxes.
And expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
they're
get them when they're on sale.
But see,
Yeah.
that's what I mean. That's an expensive box of cereal, but I like it.
Yeah.
Right? Carmen's is still expensive, but seems to be everywhere.
Yeah.
In what universe have we allowed Carmen's to overshadow Jordans?
I don't.
No.
Do people
Not in my
just
universe.
No, but do people just not know what they're buying? You're telling me people are taking boxes of Carmen's home, opening them like, ooh, can't wait to have this, pour it into the bowl, add the milk, take the first bite, and be like, plentiful flavour and taste. Are you for real?
Not everybody's a cereal connoisseur like you.
I can picture everyone just taking the first bite, being completely disenfranchised and throwing it in the bin.
Those of you who are listening and are the ones that tend to message Dim, send him a message. Let him know if you like Carmen's.
No one likes
Put
Carmen's.
a vote up.
Yeah.
Just leave a vote running for like a week.
No one likes Carmen's.
Carmen's versus Jordans.
I don't know anyone that likes it.
I hate their bars as well. The bars are
The
gross.
bars are disgusting.
Cardboard.
I don't mind their bars.
What are you pouring milk
I
all over
wish
them?
Jordans did bars.
Yeah, that would be pretty
That'd
nice.
be good.
I want to contact them.
You can make your own bars out of it.
Oh, yeah, it's convenience.
What, like in The Simpsons where Homer's got that
No, they're already clustered. You
sausage
just kind
press?
of put something and then just create little things and then just
power
let it
sauce
dry
bars are amazing. Sorry. Whatever.
You know what's an underrated TV show? American Dad.
Yeah, that was all right.
You think it's underrated?
I think it's underrated for what it is. Like, people will always quote Simpsons, Family Guy, South Park. American Dads, personally, I think I'd put it right at the front of all those. Rewatching it now, Roger, the alien, is probably the best character maybe ever for me in general.
I disagree. That's okay.
I have to agree with the what's it called? The delicate woman on the right.
Oh, thank you. The woman girl.
Wow. Call back to the start of the episode. I'm
Yes,
impressed.
see?
Ouch.
Zing.
He can call back, but he can't put his phone on non-vibrate.
It's not me.
Oh.
It's not me.
That's not me.
It is. Hang on, is it me? No, because this has been going on all day. What's this one? No, not this phone either.
Text him quickly.
No, it's just, when
Nah, look, man, American Dad started pretty much when I stopped watching TV, and I watched like the first half season, and I'm like, it's like a poor man's Family Guy, basically.
Yeah.
It's just more the same structure, same characters. Like,
I disagree. It maybe started that way, but it definitely didn't.
how many seasons they do?
I'm currently on 12.
There's more.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't even know that. I thought they ended at like 5 or 6.
Is Family Guy still going?
Yeah, yes. But Seth has left all the shows, I think. He just does like occasional pop-ins for voiceovers.
Really?
So he
He's
does the
left all the
voices for
shows.
Peter
Wait a
Griffin.
second.
He pops in.
You can't just pop in when he voices like 4/5 of the cast.
Like, for example, if you check the credits, it says guest starring Seth MacFarlane. He's not involved in the process,
not a
the
writer or
stories, the
anything like
writers.
that. He just
He
does the
doesn't do
voicing.
anything.
He used to
apart from the
write him,
voices.
didn't he, as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much that's monopolized like TV for the last decade plus. Mm-hmm. Family Guy, Simpsons. It's really only centered over like, spotfires of media.
Yeah.
What else has been that? What can you say?
The only other mark that has been as big was Rick and Morty. That's
oh wait, we're talking animated now.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just talking about shows. I was going to say the Kardashians.
I was going to say, take the last decade.
Osborne's Kardashians.
Okay, let's say.
Osborne's
Okay, hang on.
Yeah.
You look at the 90s,
Yeah.
right? If you had to name the top 10 shows on TV from the 90s, Friends,
Girls Gone Wild.
Seinfeld, you're fucked. Friends, Seinfeld,
ER.
Frasier,
Frasier.
Grey's Anatomy,
Nah, that was later.
2000s.
Yeah.
Those 2000s. Dawson's Creek,
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
NYPD Blue.
Okay.
That was 80s, 90s.
Judge Judy. Was that?
Judge Judy.
that
90s,
nice?
yeah.
It was. I'm sorry, Jerry Springer.
Jerry Springer.
Oprah.
Oprah.
But that's a talk show. We're talking about sitcoms.
Okay.
Oh, sitcoms.
Oh, sitcoms,
I didn't
specifically sitcoms. Oh, okay. We'll take out all those cop shows.
Yeah, I was
then.
going to say. Yeah.
And
Okay,
even
well,
ER.
don't take out the cop shows. TV shows, but like not freaking
Scripted.
scripted
No,
TV shows.
sorry, unscripted. Not
No,
unscripted.
Yeah,
scripted.
scripted.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? That's from the 90s. All right, let's just say we leave it there.
Yeah.
2000s. Well, what'd you have? Grey's Anatomy?
I lost track of 2000s.
Grey's Anatomy was like late 2000, like late.
What was the one with
2008.
Shatner in it?
Boston Legal.
Boston Legal, yeah?
Yeah, that wasn't really big. The thing is, a lot of these shows were big in the first 2 seasons, and then they just fall off.
Yeah.
They still go for like another 15 seasons, but they're nowhere near as popular as they used to be.
Okay. So then what's the shows in the last decade?
It's all reality.
It's all reality shows, yeah?
Yeah,
There's
terrible.
like all these big shows,
Trash TV.
Like trash TV. But then there's a lot of shows that pick up big first seasons, 2 seasons. There was Homeland. Remember that one?
Which one was that?
That was the one where he's a soldier, and they all assume he's dead, and then it turns out like he was taken prisoner.
Sounds like 24.
24. And basically he ends up being
Lost?
He was
Lost was 90s, wasn't it? Early 2000s.
Early 2000s, I think.
mid, I think, yeah.
Prison Break?
Prison Break,
Same,
yeah.
yeah.
Supernatural.
The
Supernatural.
Twilight series?
That was earlier, I think. Oh, Twilight, as in the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we talking.
Didn't they do a series on that?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Charmed.
I
That
think
was-
they did
Charmed was 90s.
a show
Yeah.
based on
they rebooted that.
Did they?
Yeah.
It clearly didn't do well.
No, a
I've
lot of
never
them
heard
don't. A lot of them don't.
Okay. So then what? The 2000, the 2020s and stuff, and the 2010s, the noughties or whatever. What are they? Just reality shows.
Pretty much, yeah.
When did the Kardashians first start?
Late 2000s, I think. Pretty much when the Osbournes finished up.
When the Hogan started. When the
Oh,
Simmons
Hogan knows best?
were mid. I don't know. There's like the Gene Simmons one. There's the Hogan one. There's got too much. Stop watching TV for that reason.
Yeah.
So what does everyone watch on free to air?
I don't know.
I haven't watched free to air in such
Neighbours,
a long time.
apparently.
Fuck off. Fuck off. That name shall never be mentioned in this room ever again. Everybody needs a good name.
What was the other one?
I'm a little
Home and Away.
understanding.
E Street.
Home and Away. East Street.
Which
East
one?
Street was the one that...
Days of Our Lives. That was it.
Oh, Days of Our Lives.
Days of Our
All
Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
But they all got written off eventually.
What was
Yeah.
that show? No, they're still going.
One of them still
Are
going.
they?
A lot of them are still going.
No.
Days of Our Lives is still going.
Young and the Restless is gone, so is Bold and Beautiful.
No, Bold and Beautiful is still going.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
One of them ended.
One of, not both.
All right, hang on.
Aren't they on? Isn't one of them on at like 4:30 in the afternoon still?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Hang on.
The Bold and Beautiful. The fashion industry is ruled by the Forrester family in Beverly Hills. But behind the glitz and glamour, the Forresters encounter many hardships, including divorces,
90210.
alcoholism,
90210, Melrose Place.
and deaths.
Yep.
36 seasons.
They try to reboot that as well.
I think they did, yeah.
Roseanne.
Didn't do well. One Tree Hill?
That was
early
like early
2000?
Yeah. Roseanne was like 80s, 90s.
Fucking Roseanne.
Then they tried to reboot that
What
as
was
well.
the dinosaur one?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, right.
I never knew there was an actual end to that show.
Yeah,
Was
there
there?
was.
Yeah, they
It was
basically
global
watched
warming.
the comet come
Yeah,
down
yeah, yeah.
and kill them all.
No way!
Yeah, and they survived.
It started a premature winter.
Yeah, and they
I did not know
Was it
they
a
had
comet
an
or a
end.
premature winter? It probably was that, or maybe both. I don't know.
I thought it was like global warming or something.
But they essentially die because
they go extinct.
Yeah,
I would love to see the last episode.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's pretty dark. Like,
I've
get
never-
on YouTube and you can watch the last minutes.
Oh, I will.
Do it later, yeah.
I will. That's crazy.
I watched the show when it was on.
Did you know it ended when you were watching it, or did you
no,
years later?
it just sort of a show that got cancelled and that was it.
Yeah.
There were heaps of shows.
I
that
used to love that show.
I went back onto YouTube and just searched last episode of and just looked at series and
Yeah.
stuff. You know, Drew Carey was one of them that I never watched all the way through. Did you ever watch the last episodes of that?
I stopped after
the
like
last
2
episode.
seasons. Yeah,
Terrible. They changed the camera setup. They changed the sets. They changed everything about it.
I think once she leaves, the show takes a nosedive, doesn't it?
Yeah. And then the thing is
Whose line it is it anyway?
yeah, but that's a variety show,
Yeah, true.
sort of.
Sort of.
The first, up until it got cancelled, that was
Yeah,
when it was the
there was
best.
a...
Then
Yeah,
when they
yeah.
brought it back, it's like,
It was trash.
Yeah.
What was different about it when it got back?
The cast and the jokes, it was much more above-the-board jokes.
Yeah, and a lot of they would have guest stars popping in of celebrities, and they were just like, what are we doing?
It became like every other
yeah,
trash.
show.
Yeah. They just followed the same... That's what made it unique back in the day. It was like...
A lot more audience interaction as well, which I didn't like. I preferred it just them doing it.
Yeah.
My favourite sketch that they used to do was when they would do the sound effects.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They only doing the first 2-3 seasons when it was Ryan and
Wayne.
No,
Wayne-
No, sorry.
Wayne Brady.
Ryan Stiles,
Yeah.
and
Colin.
That's it. Yeah.
When they used to do the sound effects, I used to love that
Yeah.
sketch. Like, it was my favourite sketch that they would do.
Has Colin done anything else?
Who?
Colin.
Yeah, he's still on. He's still on it. He's like pioneered a few new versions of it because they even did a few like what's the type of comedy called? Improv. Like pioneered a few improv shows. I'm pretty sure he's in Wedding Singer, and he's on that table of misfits.
Table.
And it's the one that's the guy that has a woman's voice.
Is he?
Yes.
What guy with the woman's voice? You mean the Sideburns lady?
Could have been Sideburns.
No, it's not
Lady.
Sideburns lady. I looked it up. It's not him.
You sure?
Unless he's on the rest of the table.
I
So
thought
you're
that
saying
was
he's a
him.
woman man?
He's a woman boy.
A woman boy.
Zing, zing, zing. You're just on fire, man.
Never forget.
Do you know... I ordered a shower head for the apartment.
Oh, I can't imagine what you did to the old one.
Nothing. I installed it 10 years ago. Nothing. This is how ridiculous logistics has become in Melbourne.
Well, you're carrying shower heads from apartment to apartment.
No.
You're coming with me?
I like this one.
No. I bought the first one in Noble. I bought it.
People move into the house, the apartment. Freak's going on with the shower. It doesn't have a shower head. It's the pipe. It's just water straight out of the wall.
You're like in Iraq.
Just like a fountain.
Bomb zone shower.
Hold up.